I always knew Devin the Dream Haney was solely responsible for Turkey Al Sheikh trying to implement the no running rule, but I just cannot confirm it. In a recent interview with Punch Drunk Boxing, Bill Haney confirms why Devin Haney ran like that against Jose Ramirez. As we all know, that fight took place in the middle of Times Square in New York City. And this was the first time Devin Haney came back since he got the embarrassing loss against Ryan Garcia. Now, Devin Haney did show up, but he did not show out, as Devin Haney and Jose Ramirez put on a snooze fest. That was the most boring fight in boxing recorded history. That was almost as boring as Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin de los Santos, as both fights almost threw the same amount of punches. Devin Haney and Jose Ramirez threw only 5 more punches. So you would think that Devin Haney and Jose Ramirez fight will be a lot better than the Shakur Stevenson and Edwin de los Santos fight, right? But the only difference is that Shakur Stevenson was injured and Devin Haney was not injured. So what is Devin Haney's excuse? Because everybody thought that he was fighting very timid against Jose Ramirez. And that's when I started saying that I could take on that Devin Haney. But I'm just playing, man. I really like just messing with people that won't do shit. You don't see me calling out Shakur Stevenson, and both of you guys had similar performances. The only thing is Shakur Stevenson was injured and you were not. So in the interview with Punch Drunk Boxing, Teofimo Lopez was in there as well. And Teofimo Lopez asked Bill Haney why Devin Haney fought that way. And he gave a response that I did not expect it. I was expecting for him to say that he was injured or sick or something was going on around his life, that he could not concentrate on the fight. But no, Bill Haney said that they were just trying to make it to the next fight because this was all a big tournament. So they were just trying to play it safe, just like everybody else said. But it seems that Bill Haney was really trying to pursue the Teofimo Lopez fight, because I believe that is the biggest fight for Devin Haney and the biggest cash grab for Devin Haney at the moment. And this all had to do with Devin Haney's terrible performance against Jose Ramirez. And this is when Turkey Al Sheikh wanted to implement the no running rule. And we already know that Devin Haney shot themselves in the foot by stating these facts. Now, a lot of content creators have different definitions what they think that no running is. And I really think the only definition of running was the Teofimo Lopez versus Jermaine Ortiz fight. I think Jermaine Ortiz was the only one that you guys can call was running. Now that is the real definition of a Tom and Jerry fight, because Teofimo Lopez tried to press the fight, but Jermaine Ortiz just kept running away. And when Jermaine Ortiz was stuck in the ropes, he jumped out of the way. I've never seen a fighter do that. And the Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney fight were more similar. Actually, the only difference between the Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson fight is that Shakur Stevenson was injured and Devin Haney was not. And Edwin de los Santos and Jose Ramirez are no pushovers and they're no walk in the park, but they did not try to engage the fight either. So I do not believe that was running. I believe that was not trying to engage. The name of the game is hit and not get hit. It's not don't get hit and don't hit back. So because of Devin Haney himself, Turkey Al Sheikh wants to implement the no running rule. But I do not think that's gonna do anything for boxing. And I believe the only way they can fix this if they can make a rule where both fighters can lose. Because I do not see how Devin Haney won that fight, because it was not even a fight. Everybody took a L on that fight. Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, and the fans. Nobody will ever pay money to see those type of fights, especially on pay-per-view. And Bill Haney knows this, so he tells Teofimo Lopez if he does take the fight with Devin Haney, he'll make sure Devin Haney stays in the pocket and fights this time. But that does not make any sense, because Teofimo Lopez is a much better fighter than Jose Ramirez with a lot more power. And if Devin Haney was scared to fight Jose Ramirez, what makes you think he's not going to be scared to fight Teofimo Lopez? Because everybody was asking how Devin Haney will do after the Ryan Garcia lost. So we don't know how good Devin Haney is because he did not answer any questions. It's like Devin Haney did not even fight because that was not a fight. I really thought he was gonna beat the living ish out of Jose Ramirez. I remember one of the rounds, they spun the round for like 2 minutes and threw only 3 punches. That's when I said that I can fight that Devin Haney. I just hope Devin Haney gets it together, cause I'm gonna be talking shit until he does. I expected more from Devin Haney, but remember this, guys, I ain't the biggest, I'm the baddest, and if you wanna hop on your boy, throw $1 at the super thanks. I gotta roll. Peace.
Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ!